Hi, I'm Sarbartho Mukherjee, Senior Economist at CareEdge Ratings, and we have Rajani here, Chief Economist, CareEdge Ratings, and we are going to discuss about the recent announcement of reciprocal tariff uh, on Indian economy and the global economy as well. So, Rajni, recently the US President announced reciprocal tariff on 60 nations, including India, and India was slapped with 27% tariff. US is one of our major trading partners with annual exports of around 80 billion. And our major exports include gems and jewelry, electronics, machineries, petroleum products, and textile. So, how do you see this tariff impacting us? And should we be less worried since we are majorly a domestic driven economy?
Sarbartho, like you mentioned, we are mainly a domestic driven economy. So, goods exports contribute around 12% of our GDP. So, if we look at the direct impact, as we have analyzed, the direct impact of this is going to be around 0.2 to 0.3% of GDP. So, in fact, what we are saying is that there's not going to be a very severe direct impact, but if we consider indirect impact, if you take into account the fact that overall global growth is going to slow down and our exports would get impacted, the fact that investor sentiments would get impacted, if you take into account all those factors, the impact is likely to be more severe. The other thing that we need to take note of is that our competing countries, export competing countries like Vietnam and China, have been imposed even higher tariffs. So, in that sense, there is an opportunity for us to tap into taking their market share. So, I would say that there is also an opportunity here, but India needs to be prepared to be able to tap into this opportunity. Now, in terms of what we need to do to ensure that we are able to weather this blow better, I would say one, the government should continue negotiating with US and see how we can get a better deal. Second, the government needs to really hasten the whole reform process so that we make our exports more competitive. And thirdly, I would say the government needs to ensure that they strengthen the consumption lever so that we are able to maintain a stable growth even in midst of this cloudy external environment.
So, Rajni, recently what we have seen is just after the announcement of the tariff, there has been a rise in the recessionary figures. And if you see, the DXY has fallen to around 102 levels. The 10-year UST is currently trading just below 4%. And even the Brent crude oil is trading closer to $65 per barrel. So, given this development, how do you see the RBI's MPC's decision being influenced by the recent global?
Sarbartho, I feel that RBI is going to cut rates by
Mm.
25 basis point in the forthcoming meeting. More so because at this point there is need to support growth and inflationary concerns have abated. So that makes RBI's task easier to that extent. And in fact, I feel that even after that there is scope of further
Mm.
rate cuts because and that would depend a lot on what's the monsoon situation for this
Mm.
year and also on global developments. So if Fed continues to cut rates in
Mm.
2025 because of growth concerns, the pressure on rupee would be less, and in fact that would open up this window of opportunity for RBI to cut rates further. So I feel that there is scope of further rate cuts beyond the 25 basis point rate cuts that we're expecting in the upcoming meeting.
Thank you, Rajni, for this insightful discussion. Do check out our report for the detailed analysis on this topic.